Hello, my name is Greg Perkins and I'm the instructor for the statistics class at Hartnell College. This is the online version and it's now the fall of 2025. So this is the home page in Canvas, and what you'll see here each week is basically a layout of what's due on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with links included. But before we talk about that in detail, let's take a look at the syllabus. So the link for the syllabus will be right here. Please download that. Let me show you what it looks like. So with this being an online class, we are going to have online homework with Pearson is the publisher, called mystatlab.com. I'm actually going to make a second video about that, so you'll find the link on the Canvas homepage right after the link where you found this video. So on the Canvas homepage, I do have videos for all of the sections, which I'll show you in a moment. And there's notes. If you scroll down the grading criteria, so the MyStatLab online homework, that's worth 20% of the grade. Oh, by the way, this is the first semester that the name was changed from Math 13 to Stat C1000. That way it's consistent everywhere throughout all California colleges. They'll all call it Stat C1000 right now. So if there's any of my work that refers to Math 13, it's the exact same class. That's just the old name, and I've been changing them as we go. So there's also these Math 13 or statistics practice lessons that are worth 20% of your grade. Every week there will be an online quiz that's on Canvas. After we finish a chapter, there'll be a chapter review, and then throughout the semester there's going to be 2 projects. Project 1 for chapters 1 through 6. Project 2, chapters 7 through 12. With all of this work, you can use your notes. It's not like traditional quizzes or things like that. You can use your notes to help you. And I'll get into more details in just a moment. So another thing that I wanted to show you here on the syllabus is it would be a good idea to either print out or save these pages right here that have all of the due dates. Notice that basically I broke it up into there's a little bit due on Wednesday, a little bit due on Friday, a little bit due on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's something that's going to be due rather than waiting till the end of the week and having a huge clump of stuff due. We break it up throughout the week. So if you look at these 2 pages right here, that's the list for the whole semester of everything that's due. Okay, now back to the Canvas homepage. So on Monday, I'll post here are the videos that you should watch, and these are similar to what you're just watching right now.
Hi, my name is Greg Perkins. Hi.
So me sitting in front of a camera and then showing you what's important for that particular section. So you should watch the videos. The sections for the first week are going to be 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. And then there's going to be the Math 13X lessons, and these are very easy. So the Math 13X idea was basically what are the basics that everybody has to know, and then I show you a video, and then I have you do a worksheet just like it. So for example, with lesson number 1, if we go to that Math 13X lesson number 1, there's the link to the video. So now with these, I don't record my face because I need to be able to put the calculator down on the piece of paper and show you my work. So with that, the camera's facing down so you can see not only what I'm doing on the calculator, but how I write it out. And then if you look at these problems, basically what I do for the worksheet is I just change the numbers. So you could even watch the video and you watch me do number 1, and then you do number 1 on the worksheet. So then the worksheet would be right here. After watching the video, complete the lesson 1 questions. And you could either print it out and show your work in the space provided, which is what I would prefer, or you could just get a blank piece of paper and write out number 1, find 18% of 450, and then write out your solution. And then you would need to, once you're done, and they're just 1 page, and in the video I do examples just like all of these. So when you're done, then you would need to create a PDF and then upload it to Canvas. These days, most people are aware of how to make a PDF with your phone. But if you're not aware of how to do that for free, there's a link down here how you could create a PDF with your phone, or of course you could use a scanner or something like that, but the phone's usually easiest. Take a picture of it, create a PDF, and then when you are looking at lesson 1, so right now it's August 19th, so this actually isn't open yet, but there would be a button right in here that says upload your work. Click on that and you just upload it. All right, let's go back. So then there's also going to be a quiz each week. So every Friday there's going to be a quiz, and it's basically just the Math 13X lessons over again. So if we take a look at that, so there might be a few little extra things in here, but when there is, so these are very similar to the Math 13. And then when there is something that maybe is a little more challenging, then I'll put a link, and then that takes you right to the video where I'm explaining how to do that. So if there's something where I thought maybe they need a little bit of help, then I put a link in there within the quiz. And there is no time limit on the quiz, so you can take your time, watch the videos. I even put hints up here. Make sure you've watched these videos to help you on the quiz. Make sure you use a calculator. That's going to help you. You could use your notes. So those quizzes are every Friday. And then I just put a reminder that the following Monday, that's when the homework is going to be due on my stat lab. So basically every week would go like this, where you watch 2 to 3 videos of my lectures, take notes, you do the Math 13X lessons, do the weekly quiz, and once we finish a chapter, let me bring the list of due dates. So once we finish a chapter, so for example, right in here by September 5th, that's when the chapter 1 review will be due. And then that's similar to the Math 13X lessons, although it's going to have more of the statistical definitions and ideas and things like that that come from the lectures of sections 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. And then when those are due, I will send them out to you. I'll remind you that it's going to be due on Friday, September 5th. And then also by the time this in here says Friday, September 5th, there will be a link to the actual chapter 1 review. Okay, so that's basically how the class works. If or when you have questions, please use this email up here, the gperkins@Hartnell, because that's Gmail, which is much more reliable and easy to use rather than the Canvas message system. Oh, I'm glad I looked at the syllabus again. You're going to need a TI-84 Texas Instruments TI-84 calculator. The TI-83 is older and it works just fine, but that is a calculator that looks like this. The TI-84, you could buy it, but you can also check one out from the library. So if you look at this down here, I've got this link to get the TI-84 from the library. So you would just check on that, and then you would, oh, it says that I'm not signed in. Oh, I know what it is. This form hasn't been updated. Like I said, this is August 19th, so they haven't updated the form. By the time school starts, the form will be updated. So you click on that, and then you fill out the form, and then the library will say you can come and check out your TI-84 for free. So please do that, and please do it at the beginning of the semester because they do have a limited amount of them. So you do want to make sure you get one of those for free and don't have to pay for it. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is make the My Stat Lab video. So just come back here to the Canvas, and then this will have a link to the My Stat Lab video, and I'll show you how that works. All right, see you over there.